Have you ever wondered if your partner's workplace friendships are secretly shaping your marriage? Can a colleague's influence quietly strengthen your bond or quietly erode the love you've built? What happens when boundaries blur, office banter turns personal, or emotional intimacy crosses a line you didn't even notice? Anyway, before we proceed to explore the hidden realities of workplace friendships in marriage, you are about to step into an emotional journey where trust, loyalty, and love collide. Welcome to Responsible Parenting TVC, building stronger homes one truth at a time. Here, we bring you deep insights on love, marriage, and relationships, the beauty, the battles, and the breakthroughs. Subscribe now, and let's grow stronger together. Disclaimer: this content is for education and awareness only. Have you ever felt that subtle unease when your spouse mentions grabbing lunch or staying late with a coworker, or wondered if some workplace friendships are harmless while others might quietly erode trust? What if one after-work meeting, one casual conversation, one shared secret could tip the balance of intimacy in your marriage? In this emotional episode of Responsible Parenting TVC, we dive into the untold realities of how office friendships can either fortify a marriage or threaten its stability. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe now. If you're on Facebook, follow our page, like, comment, and share this video with others who need to hear this truth. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell, because every episode here could save a home, a heart, or a marriage. It was a brisk morning in New York City 2024 when Olivia noticed subtle changes in Daniel's routine. Married for 5 years, they had navigated challenges together, but Daniel's close friendship with a new co-worker, Rebecca, started creating small cracks. Lunches that ran late, messages exchanged after hours, and shared jokes that Olivia didn't fully understand sparked quiet doubts. Could trust survive when emotional lines blurred at work? Meanwhile, in Johannesburg, South Africa, Thabo and Lerato faced a similar test. Thabo's work buddy, Saifo, had a way of talking about personal matters that made Lerato feel left out, even threatened. The emotional tension wasn't obvious at first. It crept in through small conversations, offhand comments, and after-work gatherings. The question was urgent: when does a professional friendship cross into dangerous territory for a marriage? Olivia and Daniel chose a direct approach. They sat down over coffee one Saturday morning, discussing boundaries, feelings, and expectations. Daniel admitted that he hadn't considered how Rebecca's presence affected Olivia's sense of security. Olivia expressed her concerns without blame, focusing on her feelings rather than accusations. This simple, intentional communication became the turning point. Thabo and Lerato experimented differently. They implemented weekly check-ins to discuss workplace friendships openly, using empathy and curiosity to understand how external connections affected their emotional bond. They realized that transparency transformed potential threats into opportunities for trust and intimacy. Across both stories, the lessons are clear. Emotional transparency is essential, but so is discretion. Trust grows when partners feel included rather than surveilled. Some friendships, left unchecked, can subtly shift the balance of a marriage. But, as Olivia and Daniel discovered, even with open communication, challenges arise. A sudden after-hours project and a misunderstood message from Rebecca reignited insecurities. Could their renewed trust withstand the pressures of workplace dynamics? Meanwhile, Thabo and Lerato faced similar tests when Saifo unintentionally shared personal details that Lerato misinterpreted. Both couples had to navigate not only personal feelings, but also external social pressures. The critical question lingers: how do couples protect their marriage from the unseen influence of office friendships without stifling individuality or trust? The answer lies in deliberate boundaries, empathy, and ongoing dialogue. A process neither easy nor instantaneous, but vital for a lasting relationship. If this story has resonated with you so far, kindly comment, "Trust matters," share this video with family, friends, and loved ones. Subscribe for more real-life stories that heal hearts on Responsible Parenting TVC. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. The next part will reveal how Olivia and Daniel, Thabo and Lerato actively reinforce trust, navigate emotional triggers, and establish safe boundaries for friendships outside the marriage. The tension lingered like a quiet storm. Olivia sat across from Daniel in their Brooklyn apartment, the soft hum of the city below mirroring the anxious energy in the room. After the revelations of part one, both knew that trust could no longer be passive, it had to be actively nurtured. Daniel reached for Olivia's hand, saying, "I don't want Rebecca's friendship to ever make you feel unseen. Let's set some boundaries together." This moment marked the first of many conscious efforts to reinforce trust. They agreed on clear boundaries. Work-related communications after office hours would be transparent. Social invitations would be discussed in advance, and both would share thoughts and feelings without judgment. What they discovered was profound. Trust isn't just given, it's repeatedly chosen. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe in Johannesburg, Thabo and Lerato faced their own test. Saifo, Thabo's close colleague, had unintentionally triggered Lerato's insecurities again. Rather than letting frustration fester, they implemented an emotional check-in routine. Each Friday evening, they discussed any workplace interactions that left them unsettled. The goal wasn't control, it was empathy and understanding. Over time, these conversations became a safe space to express vulnerability, which strengthened their marital connection. Olivia and Daniel also incorporated practical strategies to handle emotional triggers. Whenever Olivia felt a twinge of jealousy or uncertainty, she verbalized it calmly, without accusation. Daniel responded by validating her feelings and explaining the context of his interactions. This emotional mirroring reduced misunderstandings and reinforced a sense of security. They realized that unspoken feelings, left to fester, were far more dangerous than any external friendship. The couples understood that marital boundaries are not limitations, they are safeguards. Thabo, for instance, limited private messaging with colleagues to strictly professional matters, while Lerato acknowledged that she could trust Thabo to maintain friendships responsibly. Together, they co-created a boundary framework that prioritized marriage without stifling individuality. Beyond boundaries and communication, the couples actively reinforced trust through shared rituals. Olivia and Daniel instituted a weekly relationship reflection night where they celebrated small wins, addressed concerns, and reminded each other why their marriage mattered. Thabo and Lerato created similar routines, often taking walks together after work to decompress, ensuring that external influences never overshadowed their bond. However, challenges persisted. A sudden team dinner threatened to unsettle Olivia, while a work crisis meant Thabo had to collaborate closely with Sifo late into the night. Both couples confronted these situations head-on. Honesty, transparency, and shared problem-solving became their tools. They recognized that external friendships will always exist, but a resilient marriage is built on intentional actions, not assumptions. By the end of these exercises, each couple noticed subtle shifts. Emotional triggers no longer dictated reactions, discussions replaced doubts, and trust became an active choice rather than a passive expectation. Olivia reflected, "It's not about controlling who he talks to. It's about knowing our love is strong enough to withstand any friendship." Lerato echoed this sentiment. Boundaries protect us, not restrict us. They remind us that our marriage comes first, even amidst friendships we value. The takeaway was clear. Marriages are not immune to the influence of external friendships, but they thrive when couples actively communicate, empathize, and enforce intentional boundaries. Trust deepens when partners feel seen, heard, and secure, even in the midst of social pressures. As the episode closes, consider your own relationships. Are there friendships quietly shaping your marriage? Are emotional triggers left unspoken, silently eroding intimacy? How can boundaries, transparency, and regular check-ins transform potential threats into opportunities for deeper connection? If this story has touched you, comment "Boundaries Build Love." Share this video with your loved ones and subscribe for more real-life stories that heal hearts and strengthen marriages on Responsible Parenting TVC. Remember to turn on your notification bell, because learning to protect love in a modern world might just change how you approach every relationship. Thank you for watching Responsible Parenting TVC. If this story blessed you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Together, let's build homes and marriages that last, one truth at a time.